Hey friends, Cassidy here. So I'm going to do another quick video to talk about a couple of things that I've been thinking about while I've been blocked. One of the things I've been wondering is, do you need a happy ending? And I know I prefer happy endings, but sometimes I feel like the audience can see that coming. So it's really hard to write a happy ending that feels unexpected. I don't know what tips you may have for how you deal with happy endings, whether you think they're necessary or not. I'm writing a teen romance story and also a science fiction mystery set on Mars. Those are my two stories that I have been blocked on for a while and haven't been writing on, but I should be. So I feel like I want both of them to have a happy ending, but it's really hard to get there and have the audience not expect that. So I would appreciate any of your tips and your feedback. I just finished 2 books, and they both had sad endings, and it kind of left me depressed, and I don't want to depress my audience. And yeah, it just made me want to mope around after I read those books. But yeah, sometimes a happy ending, maybe it just doesn't fit. So another thing that I've been thinking about, what do you do when your characters don't want to do what you want them to do? I think part of the reason that I've been blocked on my stories is because I have one way that I want the story to go, and when I start writing the characters, they start saying things that I don't expect them to say and doing things I don't expect them to do. In some sense, that's good because it's like inspiration. It's like a muse whispering to you, and the character's starting to come alive. At the same time, I know writing that way, writing as a pantser rather than a plotter, can lead to a lot of big holes in your story that you have to go back and fix. And like a lot of people on Wattpad, I'm not a big fan of revising and rewriting, so I try to get it correct the first time. So let me know what happens. Have you ever had that experience where you're writing and the characters do things that you don't expect them to do and don't want them to do? Because I want them to go a certain way, and I want them to fall in love with certain people, and they're starting to fight me on it, and it's making it really hard to write this story. And I don't want to write for days and days and months and chapters and find out that I don't have an ending, or just kind of just goes nowhere and peters out. So I've got some stubborn characters right now that I'm dealing with, and if I can whip them into shape, maybe I can start writing again. That would be cool. I just want to do some quick thank yous to all the people that were kind enough to leave comments on my last video. Some really good tips too. I think one of the things that I was discussing about was how to get more readers on your Wattpad stories. And Kyle Castaway, Wattpad user Kyle Castaway, was saying that you could try looking for popular writers similar to you and following their followers. And that's how he managed to pick up some new readers for his material. So that's a really good tip. Thanks, Kyle, for that. Shout out to Danny for commenting also. Danielle on Wattpad. She's been a great friend since I started, and one of the great things about Wattpad is the community, and you gotta love meeting new people on there and people that have the same passions as you. And it's really nice to have support out there, and she's been a supporter of my work. BG Fan 08 is also commenting, and she said she's also on an uninspired kick at the moment. She knows what's going to happen next, but her creative pool is stagnant. So if you have any suggestions for her, I want to thank her. I assume it's for her. I mean, that's probably presumptuous of me. But yeah, what do you do when you know where your story is going to go, but you're uninspired because you do know? So maybe she has the opposite problem that I have, where she knows what's going to happen so much that she doesn't want to write it because it's not going to surprise her and it's not going to, inspire her to keep writing. And so that's the opposite problem of what I'm having. So maybe we should trade stories for a month, and you write my stories for a month and I'll write yours, and we'll both be surprised and then you can come back and delete everything that I wrote because it's probably awful. So that's it for the short video. I want to thank everybody that commented on my last one. I'm still hoping to get unblocked. I appreciate all your advice. I also appreciate everybody on Wattpad that's been helping me try to get through this. If you like this video and want to see more, let me know. And if you don't like it, just don't tell me because I'll cry. Thanks.